Hello, I'm recruiter Ronald Washington with the FWC training section. One of the first steps in FWC's hiring process is the physical assessment, which is made up of a 150-yard continuous swim and a physical abilities test. Today, we're going to show you the skills needed to complete FWC's physical abilities test. FWC officers are the first line of defense in the protection of Florida's natural resources and the public who use these resources. We are highly trained, versatile law enforcement officers with full police powers and statewide jurisdiction. This physical assessment is the benchmark to ensure that applicants are physically fit to perform the tasks and duties of an FWC officer. Today, we're going to go over each part of the test and describe how to successfully complete each one. A passing score on the physical abilities test is 8 minutes, 36 seconds or lower. To begin, sit on the ground facing away from the course. When instructed, stand upright, turn, and run 500 feet around the perimeter of the course to the hurdle component. When you reach the hurdle, jump over 4 hurdles of various heights, spaced 6 feet apart without knocking a hurdle off its stand. If a hurdle is knocked over, you must reset the hurdle into the upright position and restart from the beginning of the hurdle component. Following the hurdle, run 50 feet to the serpentine component. At the serpentine, run a serpentine route which consists of 10 cones or poles. 2 rows of 5 cones are placed 5 feet off center and 10 feet apart from front to back. You must complete the serpentine in the proper sequence. If a cone is passed incorrectly, you will be told to stop and begin this component again from the start. Following the serpentine, you will run 50 feet to the cone and 50 feet back, 100 feet total to the wall climb. At the wall climb, you must climb over a 4-foot wall. If you cannot clear the wall after one failed attempt, as the time continues to run, you may opt to retrieve a chair 50 feet away. Carry it to the wall and use it to clear the wall. After the wall is climbed successfully, you will run 50 feet to the bucket carry component. At the bucket carry, you will pick up 2 35-pound kettlebells, which simulate 5-gallon buckets, and carry them 50 feet to and around the cone and 50 feet back, 100 feet total, to the stairs component. You may choose to carry 1 kettlebell at a time, in which case time will continue to run as you return to pick up and carry the second kettlebell to the stairs component. At the stairs component, you'll place the kettlebells on a raised platform 32 inches in height. Once both kettlebells have been placed on the platform, only then can you begin the next component. At the stairs component, you will use a step to climb stairs to a simulated height of 3 stories. At a self-paced cadence, you will complete 70 steps. Steps will be counted by a test administrator. When 70 stairs have been climbed, you will run 50 feet to the sled drag. At the sled drag, you will drag a 150-pound weighted sled 50 feet to the cone and 50 feet back for a total of 100 feet. The sled is to be pulled by the attached strap. After completing this component, you will run 25 feet to the cone and 25 feet back, 50 feet total, to the crawl component. For the crawl component, you will low crawl under 3 markers placed approximately 30 inches from the ground at equal distances apart and spread to a distance of 15 feet without knocking any markers from their upright position. If a marker is knocked over, the applicant must restart this component from the beginning. After the crawl is completed, run 40 feet to the cone and 10 feet back, 50 feet total, to the balance beam. At the balance beam, you will cross the balance beam 16 feet long, 6 inches wide, and 6 inches off the ground. If you fall off at any point before completing, you must restart this component until successful. When complete, run 10 feet to the cone and run 40 feet back, 50 feet total, to the scuffle component. The scuffle is one of the most difficult components included in this test. You must push a sled weighing 180 pounds forward for 20 feet and pull, drag, or walk the sled backward 20 feet to the starting point. Immediately thereafter, move to the ropes. You must grab the 2 ropes within the last 12 inches and raise both at the same time initially to shoulder height and lower in a wavelength fashion for 15 repetitions. The mid-wave of both ropes must touch the designated marker 36 inches from the ground at the same time. This entire process is repeated 3 complete times. After completing the sled component, run 50 feet to the cone, turn right, and run another 50 feet, 100 feet total, to the weapon fire component. At the weapon fire, candidates will place a training handgun held only by one hand through a 12-inch metal ring without touching the sides of the ring. After inserting it fully, candidates will dry fire the training handgun 6 times with each hand while holding the weapon with one hand and arm fully extended. When changing hands, you must remove the handgun from the ring and reinsert it. If the weapon touches the ring, that hand must be repeated from start. After the weapon fire component, applicants run back 50 feet to the cone, turn left and run another 50 feet, 100 feet total, to the finish. In order to finish the course and stop the timer, you must sit on the ground facing the course and verbally state that the PAT course has been complete. This test is meant to be challenging because the work of an FWC officer is challenging. Each of these components tests necessary skills that FWC officers use while performing their duties in the field. We look forward to seeing you at our next testing session.